Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Page Turners with Katja. It's been a while since I've sat down to chat books with you, but I'm so glad to be back. If you're new here, welcome. I'm an eclectic reader who reads almost everything except horror, with a particular focus on translated fiction, small presses, publishing trends, and books that stretch our perspectives. And if you've been around for a while, thank you for your patience while I've been away. So, I have to say that a lot of people who go away for a while come back with great stories, but for me, life threw me a few curveballs, and all I can really do rather than share some fabulous stories of far-flung places is to return with the rather less glamorous update that I've been unwell. But I'm here again, and that's what matters. So the good thing about books and this community is that they're like the most loyal of friends. They give you space and wait for you to be ready to return. So I won't list everyone who checked in or offered collabs to ease me back into being back on BookTube, but please know I appreciate you all the BookTubers, content creators. I am also going to catch up on the videos that have mentioned my channel. I was tempted to start afresh by ignoring all of the mentions that we get notifications for as booktubers, but doing that just doesn't sit right for me. I won't lie, I'm rusty. I haven't filmed in over 3 months, so this might be a little bit wobbly at the start or maybe throughout, but I'm thrilled to be back and I can't wait to share with you what I'm reading and what's coming up. See, I knew it. I knew I was going to start stumbling. Anyway, because here's the thing. There are always more voices, more stories, more worlds to explore. And that is what pulled me back in and what I want to keep bringing you here. Books that open doors to other experiences. So, focus, Katja. October. This October, I'm continuing my Reading the Globe project. For the contemporary strand, which I co-host with Roz from scallydandlingaboutthebooks, we'll be joined by guest host Amelia to discuss The Director by Daniel Kehlmann. It's a fascinating blend of historical fact and fiction about Austrian film director G.W. Pabst, set mostly during World War II. The novel unsettles with its exploration of power, indoctrination, fear, and passivity. We also glimpse the Western world before and after the war, including in the US. So join us on Roz's channel tomorrow, Sunday the 28th at 6 p.m. UK time. For the classic strand, I'm a little bit behind on sharing my thoughts on our last read, God's Bits of Wood by Usman Sembian. And then we are in the middle of our September-October pick, The Genealogy of Kings, and we'll be reviewing that in November. For the YA strand, Jack and I will be live in October to discuss Cornelia Funke's Reckless, which is a YA fantasy. And, well, if you know Cornelia Funke, you know the genre. The YA group also starts our next pick on the 1st, which is The Prince of Mist by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. And then I am dipping my toe into Victober. I don't want to overwhelm myself, but I don't want to not take part because it's an important year. It's the 10th anniversary of Victober, and it is so brilliant, and I didn't not want to do something. So I'll be sticking to just the group read, Hester by Margaret Oliphant. But if you get a chance, check out all of the challenges that are part of Victober because they sound brilliant. So if you've got more bandwidth to take part in something broader than a group read, do jump in. Now, I'll also be wrapping up some of my more memorable non-project reads, sharing what worked and what didn't. And of course, there will be some chatty discussion videos like I do. What's BookTube without collective pondering about reading habits, publishing quirks, or prize lists? Though I tend to just do the international booker. Anyway, in my case, I'll also be talking about why I sold 90% of my physical books. Yes, you heard that right. And my collection is just 10% of what it was 3 months ago. I'm making a separate video on that. So if you have questions other than whether I'm going through a midlife crisis, let me know in the comments. Yeah. It's been an experience. Anyway, I've missed this space. I've missed the conversations in the comments, the buddy reads, the sense of, community. Discord, however, has kept me connected, especially around reading the globe. And I've also kept up with live shows on my channel and on Jack and Roz's channels. So I haven't been totally away. Even when I wasn't feeling great, those discussions were like a non-negotiable for me. Postpone, yes. Cancel, never. Looking ahead, I'd love to host more guests like in my last live show, where we had editor David Lamy and marketer Daniel Lee, who gave us some amazing insights into Jia Pinghua's old kiln. I also joined a couple of Angelia's projects from Read and Reread, her science fiction double feature, and her endless drama. So, science fiction and plays. Brilliant choices that she's made as well. So I've been enjoying those. But again, I've sort of like dipped in and out and made sure that I don't overwhelm myself. I haven't been the best at keeping up with other booktubers while I was away, but those projects gave me a real anchor into BookTube. And a quick thank you to some of my subscribers for their recent comments. I thought I'd pick 3 recent ones because they're all like mood lifters. So BB9024, I hope so much that you do come back and continue your channel because I have just discovered it and I wish I had done so much earlier. And I read that and I was like, oh man, I wish I could come back right now when I read it. But I was like, I'm still feeling a bit flat, but I'm back now. Then Christopher Pumpkin 16, who checked in with, hope you're well, your channel is awfully quiet, which absolutely right it was. And I hope that that is a thing of the past. And then Mika02, who spotted a detail in my background for one of my videos where she went, the book on your back, which is at the top, looks like Before the Coffee Gets Cold, Am I Right? And she was spot on, and that really made me smile. And funnily enough, that was perfect for her to actually have commented on this video from the past because it was at the peak of my book collection. And that gave me like the perfect starting point to explain what's happened since to that book collection, which has shrunk. So tell me, what have you been reading lately, especially in translation or from small presses, but not exclusively? I mean, I'm not a book snob, so it can be from anything. I'd love to hear what you've been up to, and thank you so much for sticking around and for coming back with me. So new videos are on their way soon, and I can't wait to share more books, more thoughts, and have more conversations with you. And that's it. Thanks so much. Until next time, happy reading. Take care.